Hello everybody, my name is Jockie. I play a rogue on the European server Kel'Thalas on Alliance, and I'm in a guild called Solarium, which is currently raiding ICC 10 Heroic, and hopefully some 25 in the near future. What I'm going to be doing in this video today is going over what gear I'm using, what gems, what talents, enchants, that sort of thing. Just basically going over how my character's progressed in the last few weeks. So what I'll do, I'll start off with my items. As you can see, I've got Seal of the Twilight Queen, which drops from Blood Queen 10 Heroic, and I've also got Precious Putrid Collar, which is also a Heroic 10 item. The majority of my drops are going to be from 10 man. I don't really raid that much 25 man at the moment, and when I do, I'm only really getting first quarter down because it's pugged. But what I've also got from 10 man normal, I've got the Embraces of the Frost Whim Queen, which is off Dreamwalker. Blood Sipper from Blood Queen normal 10, and Flesh Carving Scalpel, that's from Professor Putricide normal 10, and I believe that's it. I've got Sack from 25 man normal, and that's the only 25 man drop I've got at the moment. And then I've got the Frost Badge Cloak, Recovered Scarlet Onslaught Cape, and the Trinket Hakumi War Token. And then the rest of my gear is either crafted, which is my belt, my boots, or tier gear, which I've bought with Frost Badges or that's dropped from Vault of Archivon as well. The only distinctly abnormal piece of gear that I've got is this trinket, Fury of the Five Flights, and this dropped in an OS 3D Drake run that I did about a month ago actually. Let's go over my gemming. At the moment, the majority of my gems are AP haste. This is because I've been using the rogue spreadsheet, and at the moment it's telling me to gem haste until I put a haste gem in, and then it's telling me to gem AP. So I think that at the moment I've got a pretty good balance of attack power and haste, but it's always changing when I put a new piece of gear in. I've got the Agi and increased crit damage meta, which is really nice to unlock because I can use the Nightmare tier 10 all stats in the vest to get the 8 Agi socket bonus. Okay, I'm going to go over my talents now. I'm Spectre Assassination, or Mutilate, or Envenom, or whatever you want to call it. This is the rogue's, single target, sustained, low utility spec, high single target damage. It does require you to sit on the target though, which is quite annoying. But anyway, I'll go through the spec. I've actually seen quite a lot of rogues going for more points in subtlety, which I'll show you in a minute. I don't really agree with this. I think that the haste that you get from the combat tree is much better. Especially with, some rogues at the moment are gemming full haste. I don't do this personally because I don't have that much AP on my gear as it is. When I'm having 25 heroic tier gear, I may reconsider and some better weapons. But for the time being, I'm gemming AP as well. So here, this talent tree here is where rogues are going a bit weird. They're putting 5 out of 5 in Relentless Strikes here, which I don't really think is necessary because of the tier 10 2 set bonus, which gives you some energy every time you use Tricks of the Trade. So I don't really have that much of a problem with energy, and as a matter of fact, because of the 4 set bonus giving me more combo points, I'm finding that I'm actually clipping my Venoms quite a lot. So I'd only take 2 out of 5 of this, just for the RNG, that extra burst. And then they're taking Opportunity. Mutilate is a very small proportion of an assassination rogue's damage. It should be white hits, and then instant poison, and then envenom, and then deadly poison. You know, that sort of order. Mutilate doesn't do, you know, it's just a combo point generator really, and an extra chance to apply your poisons. It doesn't really do any of your damage. Okay, so I'm going to go over my glyphs. These are pretty standard for an assassination rogue. I've got glyph of mutilate, which means it just reduces the cost of my mutilates by 5, so I can get more in. Tricks. I've got glyph of tricks of the trade, which means that the bonus damage and threat granted by tricks lasts an additional 4 seconds. And I've also got glyph of hunger for blood, and it basically gives my hunger for blood talent an extra 3% damage. The talent is here, so it gives 8%. Okay, let's have a look at my achievements. My most recent ones you can see here. Last week I killed both of the bosses in the Crimson Hall in Ice Crown 10 Heroic. That's my latest achievement. I killed the Lich King on the 27th, and that was my first clear of Ice Crown. I have cleared Ice Crown completely in 10 man, and currently we're working on Putricide at the moment. That's the one that I need down. Cindy as well, and then the Lich King, of course. If we go into 25 player, I've got the first quarter and then Plague Works down, which gives me, you know, another 14 badges per week, and that's quite sustainable for me. I find it quite easy to get those down every week. I think I have another, Blood Prince Council as well. I did that the other week, and then Dreamwalker as well. But they're unusual. It has to be quite a good pug for us to get those down. But hopefully I won't be pugging that much anymore if the guild starts doing 25. Okay, I'm going to talk about my UI now, because quite a lot of people have asked me in guild, and whenever they've seen a video, you know, what my UI is and how it's set up. Basically, I use a UI called Tuck UI, which is a package, and the package is everything that you see on the screen apart from recount here and these rogue timers here and here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk and talk so I can show you it while I'm in combat. This is Dalaran. It's a little bit laggy because I'm frapsing, but it's quite busy at the moment. Anyway, I've played MMORPGs for quite a long time. I'm not new to them, and I'm a keybind freak. I love keybinds. I can't play the game without really good keybinds, and I have to have everything that I don't need to see hidden. Now, those of you with a really good eye will see that in the top left of my screen where my mouse is now are where my buttons are, and I'm using Bartender to do this. The UI that I've got, the package UI that I've got, does have a bar down here, but it's quite a complicated UI to use, so I sort of scrapped it, just scaled the Bartender bar down to fit in the box that was already provided, and then all the rest are hidden. The other bars are hidden. I can actually show you them if you like. There we go. So I've got Mutilate, Envenom, Slice and Dice, Hunger for Blood, Expose Armor, Kidney Shot, Rupture, Cheap Shot, Dismantle, and then my 3 tricks macros. Okay, so I'm gonna beat on a dummy so that you can see how my UI is set up. I use Deadly on the offhand, which I think is normal if I'm running 1.8, 1.4. If not, if I'm running 1.4, 1.4, I put the Deadly on the main hand. Okay, I start off with Garrot, and then I Slice and Dice, then I Hunger for Blood, then I Mutilate to at least 4 combo points, and then I Cold Blood, Envenom. Okay, and if you look in the bottom left, that refreshes my Slice and Dice. Now the trick to it is never to clip your Envenom buff. And that's about it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to speak to you soon.